Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Eirelyn. If you're new, hello, welcome. I make bookish content. Hopefully I'm leaning more towards that direction. I also make some Harry Potter content every once in a while, some art, vlogs, kind of all over the place. So welcome, hello. Today I am specifically doing a book haul for all the books that I got for Christmas. If you did not watch my 4 Christmas vlogs, you wouldn't know that I was getting a book advent calendar. So I will be showing all of the books that I got in that advent calendar. I was uploading them daily on TikTok. So check out my TikTok, which is Eirelyn the Writer. Same with my Instagram, which is Eirelyn the Writer. And if you are new, you wouldn't know that I write books. So hi, welcome. I'm a writer as well. But yes, I haven't filmed a sit-down video in a very long time. I like this type of video. I've been doing a lot of vlogs and stuff like that, so bear with me while I am back doing this, because I haven't done it in a while. But yeah, the haul will be set into like different segments, so the book advent calendar will be one of those segments, and then like gifts that I got from my mom specifically on Christmas Day, and so on and so forth with other people that got me gifts. Well, not just gifts, books, gifts, book gifts specifically. But yeah, so let's get into the video. So the first 3 books that I got were Scarlet, Cress, and Winter, the 3 books that are in the end of the Lunar Chronicles. I have the first one, it's in the shelf. So I asked for the other 3 in my book advent calendar, and these were the ones that I got in day 1, 2, and 3. So I'm very excited to read these. They don't match the first book that I have, so I'm tempted to get, what is that one? Cinder. I'm tempted to get Cinder in the copy that matches these ones, so I can have like a matching set, but I have so many sets that don't match, so I'm not too upset about it if it doesn't pan out like that, you know? Next book I got in day 4 was The Grimoire of Grave Fates. This is written by 18 different authors. From my understanding, there are 18 different chapters. It's like a murder mystery, and you have to kind of like solve who it is, and each chapter is a different character written by a different author. I think this is a book I'm really excited to hopefully like introduce me to a bunch of different authors that I've never read before. And look at the cover, it's so pretty. In day 5 I got Dark Rise. I heard a lot of good things about this book, so I'm very excited, and every time I walked into chapters I saw it and I was like, I need this book, like I need it now. So, you know, and I found out it's maybe a 3-book series, so I do like myself a series, so I'm very excited about this one. And it's like dark fighting light and like magic, yeah, you know, it's great. In day 6 I got This Wicked Fate. I read this Poison Heart in this year, 2023. It's so close to the new year, I keep getting confused. So I'm very excited to read this book. I'm hoping to read this next year. Oh wow, it's dusty. I'm hoping to read this next year, but I got a long list of books, which I will be telling you in a video that I will be having coming out after this one, which is all the books I plan on reading in 2024. So stay tuned for that. In days 7 and 8, I got The Ballad of Never After and A Curse for True Love. I read Once Upon a Broken Heart in 2023, so I'm very excited for these ones, and I got the Indigo exclusive. Very excited. So yeah, I love Stephanie Garber. I did a whole reading vlog on the Carvel series, so if you like these books and you want to see my reaction to the Carvel series, you can go watch that. But yeah, I'm very excited to read these. The next book I got in day 6, 7, 9 was Nick and Charlie, the little novella from Heartstopper. I'm very excited to read this. I love the Heartstopper series. If you are looking, and I'll say this, I'll reiterate this again later. If you are looking for a TV to show adaptation that you don't want to be let down on, because some TV and show adaptations, just like book to TV adaptations and book to movie adaptations, just let you down. Heartstopper is probably one of the best like TV adaptations of a book I've ever seen. So if you are wanting to not be let down, I suggest this, because I watched the show first and then I read the graphic novels. That is the most accurate thing I have ever seen in my entire life. So yeah, I suggest these. So my camera died. So we're on my tinier camera now. So the aspect ratio is gonna have shifted a little bit, I think. I don't really know. The quality probably dropped. Don't worry about it. The next book is Powerless by Lauren Robert. Learn Roberts. This is very popular on TikTok. It was originally self-published and then got picked up by a publishing agency, which every self-publishing girlie's dream. My dream? So I'm here to support. I'm here to support. I'm so excited to read this. And it's so pretty. So yeah, that was the next book. The next book is If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. I'm so excited to read this. It's so popular. I feel like I'm a little slow on the train. Did not realize that it was kind of like a play, and as a musical theater person, even though I've never been in a musical, but I love musicals, I'm excited for this. I'm pumped. I'm ready. This is gonna be amazing. Day 12 is Beyond the End of the World. I have the first book in the series on my shelf behind me here. I plan to read this next year, hopefully, but I'll go into more detail about that in my next video. I'm very excited for this. Like, there's an orange cat. I have an orange cat. Bond. Already invested with this orange cat, and I have no idea what this orange cat has to do. But yeah. 12th book. The 13th book I got was In the Lives of Puppets, which is by J.T. Coolin? I read House in the Cerulean Sea by him a few years ago on a reading vlog that I did here, so I'm very excited to dive back into his writing. It's so calm and peaceful and just, it makes me happy, so I'm very excited for this. The next book I got was The Monsters of Rookhaven. Very excited. I got recommended this on TikTok. Do I remember what it's about? No, but there's illustrations throughout the whole thing, and I love that. So, and just look at that. It's so pretty. The next book I got was When We Were Magic. Not If We Were Magic. When We Were Magic. I also got recommended this on TikTok a while ago, like back when I first got TikTok. So I finally caved and got it based off the first line, because that's how I was recommended it. What does it mean? I'm hooked. I'm hooked. I want it. It did get a little wrecked in shipping when it came. My mom showed me that when it originally got here, but yes, this is book 15. The next book that I got was Murder in the Family. I was also recommended this on TikTok, which is why I also put it on my list for this book advent calendar. And it's like a whole crime and you gotta like solve it, and you try, like, it was recommended being like, yeah, can you solve the case before they do? I like murder mysteries. They're exciting for me, and I've never read more of a adult one, and also in this style, so I'm very excited to eventually read this at some point in my reading life. The next book that I got was Imogen, obviously. I'm very excited. Also, pink. It's pink. Are you kidding me? It's pink. Beautiful. Pink isn't even my favorite color. I say as there's a pink curtain beside me. I'm very excited to read this. I don't read a lot of sapphic books. I think this is a sapphic romance. Click correct. Chester. Buddy. I don't read a lot of romances either, so I'm trying a bunch of different genres with what I'm buying. Well, I didn't buy it, my mom bought it. Don't worry about it. The next book that I got was Lore Olympus. Lore Olympus. I thought it was Lore of. No, Lore Olympus. It's a graphic novel. I've been wanting to read this for a while, so I put it on my list. This is volume 1. There's multiple volumes. I'm eventually gonna get them. This is a book that I wanted because graphic novels to me are just some of those books that you can pick up and you can read at any time, and you don't have to put a lot of thought into it because there's not descriptions of what the characters look like that you have to read through. You can just read the dialogue and see what's going on. So I'm very excited to read this, and I'm tempted to read it before the end of the year. But yeah. The next book that I got is The Wicked Academia Stormwind of Shadows. I have the first book. This was also on TikTok. I haven't read the first book yet, but I was like, I need to get the second one because it's cool. And there's also drawings throughout this one, which I think is just awesome. Who doesn't love drawings? But yeah, I'm nervous for this one, but also excited. But it is self-published by these two sisters. They have different last names, but I'm fairly positive that they're sisters. And it's popular on TikTok, and it's kind of like Harry Potter meets a bunch of different fantasy worlds. From what I gathered, like you can have different houses and stuff. Like I think one of them is like the morning star. Yeah, morning star, evening star, dark star, and that like determines that. I can't remember which one I'm in. I don't know, but yeah, it's pretty cool. The next book that I got is Someone Is Always Watching by Kelly Armstrong, or Keely Armstrong. I'm excited. The main person that I read like teen murder mysteries from is Karen M. McManus. So when I saw this, it was so intriguing, and there's like sisters and like there's 4 characters. It's cool. It also kind of seems like a horror a bit, and I'm trying to get into the horror genre of books. I read a few this year, and they were pretty good. So I'm excited for this one, and it just seems so cool. The next book that I got was This Blood That Binds Us. This was also very popular on TikTok. It's known as probably the pink book. That's a lot of what it's marketed as. It also, look how pretty that is. So, you know, very excited for this one. It's vampire boys, I'm pretty sure. No, one is a vampire boy, but they're golden retriever. The next book that I got, this one is so pretty. Look at the cover. It's In the Library of Shadows by Rachel Moore. Hot Ghost Boy? But yeah, this one just seems so interesting, and it's another one of those like prep school ones where there's like a mystery at this prep school. So I think that's fun, and it's very dark academia. I think, like, just look at it. It's dark academia. The next book that I got, which I've been wanting for a very long time, is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I do think originally when I got the Carvel series, I thought it was this book. So I'm finally ready and excited to eventually read this book, because as I said, I have a long list of books in front of all of these ones. As you will see in my next video, the books that I'm reading in 2024, hardly any of these books are in that year. So, you know, I'm very excited to get to this eventually. It's like, I think it's like a traveling circus? Yeah, the circus arrives without warning, so I think it's like a traveling circus. So I understand where I got confused when I originally got Carvel. The final book that I got in my book advent calendar, there's more books to come, so keep watching this video, was the Mina Lima edition of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I have all the Mina Lima editions so far. These are the books that I'm choosing to read for reading Harry Potter, because they look more engaging to me. I also, because of me and my mom ordered it, I got a signed edition, which I think is awesome. This camera's also about to die, so the aspect ratio may change again to my better camera. We will see. But yeah, I love it so much, and I'm so excited. This is the first book I'm reading next year, but yeah, I'm so excited to read this one. It's so pretty. Back to a different quality of camera. Hopefully this one doesn't die really quickly, because it wasn't charging for too long. But we're back to the better quality camera for hopefully the final last gifts, unless I have to change cameras again. So now starting with the gifts that I got for Christmas gifts, because the advent calendar was a completely different thing. So starting with the gifts that I got from my mom, book-wise. So this book makes me nervous. It's all over TikTok. There are so many mixed reviews. I am very nervous to read it. So it's Fourth Wing. I'm so nervous to read this. I've heard things about the author. I am intrigued to read this. I have heard good things. I have heard bad things. I've heard the writing is meh. I've heard it's the best writing ever. I heard it's a fantasy book for romance girlies. So I'm scared, frankly. But if you want a video on me reading this to see me have fear, I can. The next book that I got, Volume 5 of Heartstopper. I am so excited to read this. Another one of those graphic novel books where I think I can just pick it up if I'm needing something to read, and I can read it. And as I said with the Nick and Charlie novella, Heartstopper, the series, the TV series, is probably one of the best book-to-TV adaptations I've ever seen. So if you are commonly often let down by book-to-TV adaptations, I would read these and then watch the show and not be let down and be very happy. As I said with the book advent calendar, I am getting into more horror genre of things. I read Small Favors this year, so The Changing Man is a book I got. I'm very excited to read this. It seems so spooky. I want to read it around Halloween time, like October area. Will I be reading it next year? No, I will not be. It's not happening. It's not going to be appearing there, but I am very excited to read it. It just seems so cool. And I also think it's another one where there's like a preppy school. Going along the same lines of spooky, I have The Forest Demands Its Due. I think the title explains the most. I read all of the synopsises for these when me and my mom went out and got them and like looked for them. I do not remember what this is about. Another book that I got from my mom, which I actually read last night, Christmas, it's the 26th when I'm filming this, is this. It's basically just a book of knowledge to do with the Harry Potter series. And it's great to have. If I'm ever confused, I can now beat everybody at the Harry Potter trivia game. And I think that's what I aspire to do. Also, the art in this is beautiful, and it's just something, another fun thing to have as like somebody who collects Harry Potter things. And then this isn't really reading, but it's to do with reading. I got a reading journal. This one is from, ooh, I hope I say it correctly. I don't know if they have it here. I think it's the Cozy Cup Collective, I think. Please don't get mad at me if I'm wrong, but it has so many things. It has like your to be read page, which I'm filling in today, your reading goals, your upcoming releases, reading trackers, reading challenge, TBR, quick reviews, big reviews. It has reading stats, book awards, favorite quotes, library card, which is like if you borrow books. I don't borrow books and I don't let people borrow my books. And then recommendations. So if I get recommended stuff on TikTok, which I do a lot, I can write it down and never forget the book. So I'm very excited for this, and it's pretty. Now, on to the next person. I got some books from my boyfriend. So he got me the whole Hooky series. It is a middle grade book series because it was in the middle grade section. I'm so excited to read these. Like, they look so much fun. And once again, along with the graphic novels, I think it's, oh, that's a very graphic novel book smell. It's a different from a normal book smell. But I'm very excited to read these. Like, they're all just so pretty. And to the person at Chapters who told my boyfriend to buy me a better book series, keep your book opinions to yourself. People can read whatever they want. But yeah, I'm very excited for these. And going along with graphic novels, they are something nice, fun to pick up. There's not a lot of exposition explaining, and you can just look at the pages and read the dialogue, and that's always nice. Now, adjacent with my boyfriend, I got this book from my boyfriend's boss's wife called All I Want for Christmas. It's a little book, a little romance. I'm thinking of saving this either for the middle of summer when I'm needing a little Christmas joy, or until next Christmas. And because Christmas has already passed, I don't want to read it now. But yeah, it's cute. I don't get a lot of rom-coms, so I'm excited to eventually read this. And the final two books that I got are from my grandparents. So I'm very excited for these ones as well. I'm excited for all the books. So the first one I got is The Night and Its Moon. Look at this cover. It is so pretty. There is a number 1 at the top, so I think it is the first in a series. But it's just, like, it just seems so pretty. Like, the description, it seems like such a nice, pretty book. I don't go a lot into what these books are actually about in this video, so if like you like the covers and want to look them up on your own, feel free to do that. But yeah, it's pretty chunky, just so you know. And the final book of this video is Curious Tides. This one is by Pascal Lancel. I am so sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. But this, I was in the bookstore with my mom, and I just walked up to her with both of these books, and she's like, your grandparents can give you these for Christmas. So I think this one also has a like prep school, but a magical, yeah, no, the prestigious Eldrin College for Lunar Magics. So, you know, kind of insane. But yeah, I'm excited to read this one. Like, both of these seem similar in vibes. Like, just look at them. Aren't they like a yin and yang? But yeah, I'm very excited to eventually read this. eventually. But with that being said, this is the end of the video. Those were all the books that I got for Christmas, and I can't wait to read all of them. If there is a book that you have read that I have shown and you think it is good, drop a little review, spoiler-free, of what you thought about it. Maybe like drop your favorite character and let me know what you think about all the books that I got. And yeah, I'll see you all in my next video, which will be a 2024 reading goals video, basically. All the books that I hope to read next year. And yeah, and also, before you go, I also write books. My link to my website is down below, so if you're wanting any new books to read in 2024 from self-published authors, maybe check that out. But sorry for the middle interjection of different camera quality. But we're ending on good camera quality, so I think that's all that matters. But yeah, I will see you all in my next video. Subscribe for more bookish content, and check out my other videos to see what other type of content I make on here. And as I said at the beginning, I have a TikTok where I make book content on there, and also my writer's Instagram, which I also have a lot of book content. So if you like books. But yeah, I'll see you all in my next video.